So where should we start this off at? Let's look at this from, hey Sarge, I literally started streaming yesterday. I just fired it off. Like I started my stream, right? And we're just gonna assume that your audio and everything works, right? Starting off, one of the most difficult things you're gonna do is, it's not only just, because you can just hit go live and have your basic notifications that come with Stream Elements or OBS. The advice that I'm going to give you is based off of the average person, okay? And when I say that, what I mean is there's that one person who's literally like, I'm gonna give Twitch streaming a try. They hit go live and in a week they got 1,000 people watching them, right? That has happened, right? But that's not the normal. That's the minority. And giving you advice off of that would just be, it would be disingenuous. It wouldn't work, right? So I'm going to give you information based off the average person, right? The average person that wants to start and go live, right? That happy medium where usually everybody falls into. So first of all, one of the things when you're starting off, one of the most difficult things you're going to have, right, is just getting your stream started, right? When I first started, my audio inputs, it was a nightmare, right? And doing test streams, a pain in the ass. And then also having somebody around that could be like, hey man, this doesn't sound good, this isn't working. It could be a nightmare, right? If you do have some extra time and some extra money, we do have somebody in the Legion. He will build the entire thing from scratch. All the intro, outro, overlays, notifications, everything that you want customized to your style. And all you have to do is click go live. Because when you get a notification like this, check this out. I gotta ask Wask about it. You see up there? So he not only, he programmed that, right? There's a timing and the fade in with the text fitting in. Like, it takes some serious knowledge to be able to make that from scratch, right? So we do have somebody, his name is Wust. And if you do !Wust or go to our Discord and send him a DM, he can build you an entire stream from scratch. And there's no testing. All you gotta do is click go live. That's it. I would definitely not be streaming today if it wasn't for him. He literally made everything possible. So shout out to Wust. And again, if anybody's curious about that a little bit later on, I'll get you linked up with them. So first thing, you just started off, you're like, hey Sarge, I want to stream, okay? I want to fire it up. I want to play some games, get a little community going. Cool, no problem. Do you want to treat it as a hobby? Or is this something you want to pursue as a job? Is this something that you want to start as a hobby and then go into a job, right? Either way, regardless if it's A or B, if you're gonna stream, I think you should take it seriously. Because if you're gonna do something, why do it half-ass, right? I have literally had people I've seen start streams before. They got a rate of 60 people, never thanked them. And by the way, they only have like one person watching. They get a rate of 60, didn't thank the rater. They don't care. They're like, oh, I don't care, bro. I'm just treating this as a hobby. It's like, then why are you streaming? Why are you live? If you don't care about growing a stream, why are you streaming, right? So I think you should take it serious. If you're gonna stream, take it serious. And when I say serious, I mean that you should have a stream that is good to listen to, so audio, good to watch, right? Quality visual, and that you're taking it seriously, meaning you're being kind, you're welcoming people in, you're thanking people, because if you start off burning bridges, you ain't going nowhere. Now, Twitch is full of people who are assholes, right? Who are literally just toxic assholes, and somehow they're on top of Twitch, right? Generally, mostly, if you start off burning bridges and being an asshole, you ain't gonna go anywhere, right? It's just like trying to be a business owner. If you're a restaurant owner and your product sucks and you're an asshole to everybody who comes through the door, they ain't coming back and they ain't gonna recommend you to anybody, right? So treat it like a business and be professional. Very first thing that you should have when you start streaming is a schedule. You should have a schedule. Sarge, but you know, I just stream when I can. You know, if I can get it through this day, that's cool. But you should have a schedule that you try to stick to. Why is that important? Okay, what's your favorite TV show? Imagine you tuned into an episode of Walking Dead, the first episode, and you're like, dude, this show is amazing. I love this. Like, I love the main character. I love everything about this show. I can't wait to watch the next episode. And then you click, what's Walking Dead schedule? And it says unknown. So you're like, well, when do I watch Walking Dead? Don't know. It's gonna be on sometime. Maybe this week, maybe next month. Who knows? That ain't gonna help you, right? That's not gonna help you. People have to know when and where they can find you. If they don't know where you are and they don't know how to find you, how are they gonna watch your stream? How are you gonna have a returning customer If nobody knows when and where they can find you, I get people in here are dads, moms, they got families, they got kiddos, all kind of stuff. Have a schedule, try to stick to it. I'm trying to stream Saturday, Sunday evenings at this time, right? Because if you want consistent concurrent viewers, they gotta know where to find you, right? If they can't find you and they get bored, they switch the channel, right? They go somebody else. So one of the biggest challenges you're gonna have as a starting streamer is discoverability. Yeah, will you get recommended? Sure. How often is it gonna happen? Who fucking knows? If you're waiting for the algorithm to help you, you are waiting for a miracle to fall out of the sky. If you're waiting for the algorithm to take you off, you are sorely mistaken. I don't want to get into the conspiracies, but a lot of streamers, I think, mostly believe that Twitch is going to push and help who are making them the most money, because it's a business. And if you're not making the money, Twitch is not going to help you. The algorithm's not going to help you. Like, you might get recommended from time to time, but it's not going to help you. Okay. So you're going to have to take your success, your future, and what you want into your own hands. How do you do that? Okay. First of all, the next things I'm going to say are not A plus B plus C equals success. That's not what this is. This isn't a, hey, subscribe to Sarge and I'll give you all the keys to success. That's not what it is. I'm going to give you a formula. That formula is going to give you the best chance at success. It's not guaranteed, but it's going to help you. It will help you at least get your stream started, right? Where you go from there, that's up to you. So we're going to start off with category. I need a streamer in here. What is a game that you really like to play? All right, so Helldivers 2. King picks. Let's look up Helldivers 2 real quick, all right? So Helldivers 2, because somebody just came on Twitch and was like, oh man, new Helldivers update is out. I want to go watch a Helldivers streamer. So they go to their Twitch category. You just started off streaming. You maybe have 1, 2, maybe 3 viewers. Okay, maybe. Let's just say you just started, right? Let's see how long it's going to take for somebody to find you. So I'm going to use this and then we're going to go to a different category. Okay, so they just opened it up on the first page. You are not seen. Okay, you are not seen. Let me scroll one time. 2 scrolls, you're not seen. 3 scrolls, you are not seen. 4 scrolls, you are not seen. 5 scrolls, possibly 10 scrolls to find you. What does that mean, Sarge? What I'm trying to say is, depending on your viewership, the algorithm and Twitch are not going to help you. The reason why I'm saying this, and I'm not telling you to not play what you want to play, but when you are trying to grow, you have to be strategic on the games you're going to play. Play what you want, brother. But no one's going to find you, man. They're not going to find you, bro. You're going to be at the bottom. They're going to have to scroll forever. You're more than likely not going to be discovered. I would recommend for starting streamers to start playing some smaller categories. This is how I got to where I'm at today. So I am here just trying to bestow some knowledge on you. But I would say if you're starting off as a streamer, you should be something with 1,000 viewers or less. You go in there, it's going to be way easier for somebody to find you. Way easier for someone to discover your channel, right? Not only do you want to play a category that you can be discovered in, but you want to play something that you enjoy. And this is what's going to be really, really difficult for a streamer, okay? I struggle with this all the time. I call this the trifecta, all right? You need to find a game you enjoy. You need to find a game people enjoy watching you play. And you need to find a game that people can find you on, right? That brings in followers. If you find those 3 things, that's your sweet spot, right? Sometimes you can ride that out for a couple months. Sometimes it disappears. Sometimes it stays forever, right? But you want to find those. And whether you're a variety streamer or a solo, just one game, which we'll get to that, you can bounce between those or just stay on that one. All right, so we talked about category. Let's go to attitude next, because that's part of the trifecta. Let's talk about attitude. How many of you guys, and again, we're going to talk about the average streamer. We're talking about the average streamer, not the one that fucking turns on their thing and they're literally a piece of wood in their chair and people are like, oh my God, he's so amazing. Take all my money. We're talking about the average streamer here. How many times have you guys gotten into a stream with like 1 to 10 people watching and the streamer's like this? Somebody subscribes, nothing. You come in, you're like, hey man, how's it going? This game's fucking bullshit, man. Whether you got 1 or 30 people watching, you need to be acting the same. What does that mean? You need to be checking your chat. If that one person comes in and says hello to you and it takes you 10 minutes to respond, that one person might leave. He doesn't talk to chat. I'm out of here, right? Check chat. And I know I've been there, guys. I've been there and stared at a fucking empty chat box for 8 hours. I've been there. I didn't start off with 100 people watching me. My first 3 viewers was a phone, a tablet, and my fucking friend that felt bad for me. You guys need to be acting the same whether you got 1, 10, 20, 30, 40 people watching you, all right? If nobody's in your chat, be engaged. What does that mean? Have you ever walked into a stream and someone's like, all right, guys, I'm playing Target right now. So I just got shot at from this building over here. I think it's a team of 3. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to hold this angle. If this doesn't work, I'm going to try to flank around and I'm going to do this tactic. I got a flashbang. Maybe I can breach in and do this. You're just narrating your thoughts, right? You're just talking, you're engaging, right? If somebody comes in and hears that, they're literally gonna be like, oh, interesting. What is this guy doing? Oh, okay. I understand what he's doing. Instead of this, they're like, oh, this guy, okay, he's doing something. All right, I understand what okay, cool. Let me see how this plays out. This guy's got a plan, right? Not only that, they don't know if you're streaming on TikTok. They don't know if you're streaming on YouTube. They don't know if you're streaming on 10 platforms at once. They don't know if you got, because haven't you ever seen somebody on Twitch got 5 people, but on YouTube they got 1,000? They don't know, right? You could be talking to your TikTok chat. Talk like you got an entire chat full of people, right? Be engaging. Don't be a piece of wood in a chair, just lifeless, nudging a mouse, right? Be engaging, talk, know what you're thinking, right? All that kind of stuff. I struggle with this sometimes because it's hard to keep that energy up, but you should do it, especially if you have less people in your chat, right? You gotta be something there for them to watch instead of just a lifeless person in a chair, right? And if somebody follows, thank them. It's free, but fucking thank them if they. Where I'm at today, I still thank every follow that comes into my chat. They didn't have to follow you. They don't have to watch you. Thank them. And if somebody subscribes, whether you got 100, 200, 1, or 500 people watching, you should thank them. And if you're one of those people who are like, oh, well, if I ever get to 2,000 people and I'm getting subs, I don't have to thank them. Don't be an asshole, bro. Take 5 minutes at the end of each hour and try to thank your subs. At least attempt to. Thank the people that are spending their precious time with you and allowing you to exist. Thank your followers. Thank your subscribers, okay? How many times have you guys been in a stream and you really want to talk to somebody and there's not that many people? Let's just say there's 20 people watching and you added them like at Muji in the chat, right? You're like, hey, how's the game going today? And he looks over and reads it and is like, I don't feel like responding. Nobody likes that, right? You're spending your time with that individual. You want to be recognized, right? That's your time is valuable, right? You don't have to be there. You can go watch somebody else, right? And especially if you're subscribed, it feels good to be acknowledged for time to time, right? So if somebody comes in your chat and talks to you, acknowledge them. They don't have to be there. They don't have to watch you. Twitch is full of people. Acknowledge them. Do you have to have a full-on conversation? No, but say hi to them. Hey man, what's up? How's it going? Just let them know they exist. Let them know you see them. And I feel like that's not asking for much, but a lot of streamers feel like you're asking for fucking the world for that, right? 10, love for the help and advice. As a streamer myself, it's very helpful and appreciate. Yeah, hey, Joshua, get a notepad out, brother, because at the end of this, I'm gonna be taking questions, whatever you want, okay? I don't do this very often, and people ask me to do this all the time. So I'm doing this for the stream. I'm not doing this for the shits and giggles. I could go play a video game right now. I'm doing this for the smaller streamers in here because I know how fucking difficult it is to grow your stream, man. I literally just talked to a famous Instagrammer the other day, a guy that's got hundreds of thousands of followers, right? And he's like, dude, growing on Twitch is the hardest platform to grow on, period. YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff is fucking easy compared to Twitch is extremely difficult to grow on. Extremely. I get it. Shout out to all the small guys out there. I'll do whatever I can to fucking help you guys and lift you up. Okay. I'll do whatever I can. All right. So attitude. We're going to continue with attitude because we're not there yet. So thank subs, thank your followers, engage with chat. And I guess this is where it's going to come down to who do you want to be? I would recommend trying to foster the community that you want, right? If you're a toxic piece of shit, you're going to get a toxic piece of shit community. That's just the way it is. Try to foster a good place, a kind place where people are kind, everyone's chilling, having a good time. Start your foundation strong. I would instill it with your values, essentially, right? What do you want your community to be? What do you want it to represent? Do you want it to be a place where everyone's just shitting on each other and everyone's assholes? Hey, if that's you, you do you, boo-boo. You do you. But I would say figure out what you want it to be, right? And kind of instill those values and move on with that. Is there successful streamers without face cams? Yes. Yes, there is. Are you doing yourself a disservice not streaming with a face cam? Yes, you are. You are making it more difficult for you to gain a followership and a viewing, right? Now, there's a reason why the avatars exist, right? The, what do they call them? The people that use like an anime character. There's a reason why that exists. People want to engage with you. They are there for you, right? VTuber, thank you, Drew. They're there to engage with you. When something funny or crazy happens in the stream, they want to see your face. They want to see the reaction. When they comment something to you, they want to see you. Hence why a toxic person comes in and says something horrible is because they want to see your reaction, right? They are trying to get a reaction from you. That's what they're there for. Same thing with the positivity, with the funny moments, all that stuff. They want to connect with you. And not having a face cam kind of put it in a barrier, and I don't recommend it. Again, there's successful people out there, but I recommend having a face cam and engaging with your viewers and connecting with them. It's just a better way for you to connect with them, okay? I don't think I missed anything else in that too. Don't be a dick. Oh yeah, thank your fucking raids. No matter how big you get, thank your raids. Don't be that guy, okay? They didn't have to raid you. Thank your raids. And vice versa, I don't recommend you guys raiding anybody bigger than you. Streamers, when they get to a certain point, there's a fork in the road, okay? When streamers and content creators get to a certain point, they either stay with their core values or they let the shit go to their head and they stop. They just become entitled. Like, I'm not going to thank my subs because they're going to subscribe to me regardless. I'm not going to thank a raid because they're going to raid me regardless, so I don't have to, so I won't. And then there's people that stick to their guns and they're like, I'm not a shithead and someone's being kind to me, I'm going to thank them. Raiding larger streamers, and I've done it a lot, more than none, they're not going to say anything. And if they do say something, say, hey, thanks for the raid, there's not going to be a shout out. They're not going to drop you a follow. They're just not going to care. They're going to be like, thanks for the viewers. Not going to give a shit, right? It's a good way to possibly make a connection with a larger streamer. It's possible, right? It's a good way to get their attention. More than likely, 4 or 5, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work, right? But you can use that as a tool to try to make a bridge with somebody. So I'm not warranting out and saying don't raid larger streamers. Just be very careful and be very tactical on who you raid with the larger streamers, right? You should be raiding people around your size or smaller. The reason why that is because the best way to grow is together, and networking with people around your size are generally much more receptive and generally wanting the same thing, which is you want to grow and move forward, right? So rating people around your size, slightly bigger or slightly smaller, it's just you're going to have a much better reception and they're going to be much more thankful. And it just works out better. And then you can always raid that person, then message them, then collab with them, work together, you get a raid back, bing, bang, boom, you grow together, right? It's not big snake eating little snake, it's you grow together, right? And the best way to grow is together. The rising tide can raise all ships. The other is content. Variety versus focused content. Playing one category, generally, this is a big double-edged sword. Playing one game all the time generally can get you to grow faster on Twitch. Playing one thing all the time consistently can garner growth a little bit quicker and establish a community, all right? But, big fucking but, okay? Big but. 2 things here. One is your sanity, right? A hobby can quickly become into a job and you can start losing your mind because you're playing the exact same thing over and over and over and over again. And that 1 minute you decide to go play another game, everybody leaves because the only thing they want to watch you play is War Thunder, right? I play War Thunder every single day. The minute I go play War Thunder, I lost 75% of my viewers because the only thing they want to watch me play is War Thunder. It's up to you. It's up to what you want to do and what you want to establish your community. Being a variety streamer tends to grow slower, but you're kind of getting that more of a stronger foundation where people want to just be part of your community and hang out with you. It doesn't really matter what game you play, kind of a thing. Everything's got its pros and cons. So think about it. Oh shit, I had another point about raid. What was it? Never let a raid go to waste. I fucking see this happen all the time. And I am guilty. I made this mistake one time. One fucking time. All right. This is what happened. We're going to imitate it. I was a new streamer. My raid notification goes off. I look over. I see 400 people. I had like 8 people watching me, okay? I saw 400 people get raided into my stream. I was like, oh man, but that wasn't my reaction. But in my head, it was like, oh man, this was my reaction. Oh, wow. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. So after I did that, right, my viewership went from 400 to like 50 in less than 2 minutes. And then within 15, 20 minutes later, I was back down to like 10 viewers. I didn't get a single follow. Not one. Not one follow from a 400 person raid. That's bad. Statistically, you're done fucked up, right? If 400 people come in, you don't get a single follow. The only other reason that should not get a follow is that they were bots, right? But you fucked up, right? You need to reanalyze. Go look in the mirror and be like, what's going on? I should have gotten at least one, right? How should you accept a large raid, guys? Not even a large raid, a raid. How should you accept that raid? I will follow the raider always. I've had people say, no, I'm not going to follow raiders. I don't owe them that. I'm like, well, They didn't owe you a raid. I think you should at minimum follow them. So in this world of shorts and reels and TikTok, we have an attention span of about 0.05 microseconds. I just got done watching my favorite streamer. He's rating me out. As soon as that stream pops up, and everybody in here, for most of us, is guilty of this, that person's got fucking 5 seconds to catch your attention, right? The very first thing you should do, you need to stop what the fuck you're doing. You need to talk to that raid, okay? I'm not telling you to take 30 minutes up, but you need to stop and be like, hey, Drew Dirt TTV, brother, thank you for that follow, man. I appreciate that. How's your stream? How are you doing? Man, I really appreciate that. Thanks for sending your people my way. Hi, everybody. My name is Sergeant Heine. I retired from the Air Force. I became a full-time streamer. I'm a gun collector and enthusiast. I play all sorts of games. Right now, I'm playing Tarkov. We're in a raid. I'm up against a 3-man right now. If you guys want to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, I'm gonna try to dump this 3-man, right? At least they were acknowledged. And then they were like, okay, I now know what he's doing, and I'm gonna sit here and watch, right? If you're not about to dump a 3-man, then you should stop and be like, hey guys, yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in. Here's a little bit about myself. I've been streaming for 5 years. I do it Wednesday through Sunday. I normally play this game. I normally play this game. Yo, the noob, thank you for the follow. Hey, Farm, thanks for the follow. Hey man, thanks for the follow. What's up, guys? Oh, I see you got TTV in your name, noob. Are you a fellow streamer? Why, yes, I am, Sergeant Heine. Oh, okay, cool. I'll drop you a follow, man. Easy peasy, right? Am I telling you to follow everybody that follows you? No. But if somebody is a streamer, right, and you're around the same size, why not network? Why not build a bridge? Why not? Is your follow that precious to you? Is your follow that precious to you? Like, I'm only going to follow. It's free, right? What if that person that you just followed not only is an established streamer themselves, but they know other streamers, right? And they're like, hey, this dude's really cool. He just dropped me a follow. He seems really cool. His content's cool. I'm going to game with him. And then they're like, yeah, I'm going to bring my friend along, right? Network. Because the algorithm is not going to help you. Twitch is not going to help you. You got to get in the trenches and you got to get out there. You got to shake hands. You got to go meet people. You got to talk to people. You got to network. Here's the next thing. This is really fucking important. And this one's going to be tough because it's going to be one of the things it's going to have to do is your ego and your self-confidence and all that kind of stuff. All right. Do not, I repeat, do not treat your viewers like prisoners. Right now, if I was treating my viewers like prisoners, which I've seen this happen so many times, I would have been upset that anybody in here eluded themselves as streamers, right? Have you guys ever gone into a stream before and they see TTV in your name, noob? Or you mention something about streaming and they're instantly hostile towards you? Instantly, right? They're like, the fuck you doing in my stream, bro? You trying to self-promote? You're like, oh, you know, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, they're very, like, hostile and protective. If somebody comes in, you know, obviously self-promoting and being an asshole, yeah, then you should put them in their place. Like, hey, man, be professional. Like, this is my stream. You don't go into a restaurant and be like, hey, the food across the store is way fucking better. You should go over there and eat. You know, don't be professional, right? But also, had so many times, since I'm a partner, I go into somebody's stream, I have a check mark next to my name, and they're instantly like, not reading my chat, not acknowledging me because I'm competition, right? What I mean by that is, don't be afraid to help out other streamers. Don't be afraid to help out smaller streamers. Don't be afraid to rate each other, to boost each other, and to talk. Like when somebody comes in, don't be afraid to be like, hey man, give him a shout out. Hey, Tim Man, great fucking dude. Great guy. Does a lot of just chatting, go drop him a follow, right? If you're constantly afraid you're gonna lose 1, 2, or 3, 4 viewers, it's a mindset that's gonna destroy you. You have no control over who's gonna watch your stream. It is a TV channel. They can flip the channel any fucking time they want, right? No matter how desperate you get and how angry and mean you get, it's not gonna prevent people from coming and going, 1. And 2 is disparity. When people are desperate, it fucking stinks. People can see it, right? They're like, oh, this dude's an asshole, right? Don't be an asshole. Don't be afraid to help out other streamers. If you're kind and you extend those bridges, a lot of times you're going to get it back. A lot of times they're going to rage back. A lot of times they're going to shout you out when you go stop in their stream, right? Build those bridges. Sometimes you're going to extend a hand. Someone's going to do this. Don't extend your hand. Go somewhere else, right? Go shake someone else's hand. Don't be afraid to acknowledge other streamers, to shout out other streamers. There's so much more I can get in that with attitude. And not being like, you know, like this with your viewers. Just food for thought, think about it, and just know that your viewers will come and go regardless of what you do. I have that happens in other streamers chat, may see my TTV in the name, and what's some of your sort, try to hard, you need TTV in your name. So Schulte, first of all, Schulte, fuck those guys, okay? You know why? Because this is your stream. What I'm saying, oh no, what do I mean? Hold on. Your stream is yours. And in this world, nobody wants to fucking help you. What happens when you go on Reddit and try to promote your stream? Fucking instantly deleted, right? You can't promote your shit anywhere. The only places that you can promote something is like a selfish promo channel in Discord, right? You can't promote your shit anywhere. Having TT in your name, you're advertising yourself. If someone's got an issue with that, they can go fuck themselves because you're trying, right? You're fucking trying. You know how many times I've gotten a follow because somebody on Steam either killed me or was in my squad and they're like, oh, you're a streamer? Let me check you out. Yeah, Schultzy, do not let the fucking haters change the way you're thinking and the way you're doing your stream, because there's an endless line of fucking haters, bro, and people trying to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. Ignore them. Do your own thing, right? Do your own thing. The amount of follows I have gotten and viewers because I've had TTV in my name is paid for itself 1,000 times over. And the only reason why I took my TTV out of my name on Steam is because stream sniping has become a really big problem for me, like a huge fucking problem. So I had to remove it from my name because a lot of people were coming just to kill me and fuck with the team and not drop me a follow. But you should absolutely have it in your name, brother. You should have it on Call of Duty. You should have it on Steam. You should have it on, have it all, bro. If people know you're a streamer, they can come check you out. So the one last thing I could talk about, we're going to talk about quality. And then I think we're going to open you guys up to questions because I pretty much hit all of the major things I can think of right now. So we're gonna swap to quality real quick, and this is gonna be very simple. You can get a decent stream, and you don't need all the top streaming stuff. You don't need a Shure. You don't need the top of the line camera, right? There's a lot. I know so many people out there who streamed and gamed on the same PC, had a Blue Yeti microphone and a camera, and their shit looked good, right? It looked good. There was no issues, right? Most of the stuff it's not about the microphone you buy, it's how you tune it and kind of calibrate it, because nobody wants to tune into a stream and hear a microphone that sounds like a fucking garbage can. And then also you can hear the fan in the background, you hear breathing and just on the keyboard, and you hear the mom fucking beating the shit out of the little brother in the back room and then vacuuming. Nobody wants to hear that, right? Nobody wants to hear that. So take care of that. Endless YouTube videos on how to fix that, right? Endless videos on how to tune your stream, but if you hire Wust, he's got you. Endless videos on cameras and how to make those right proper for your stream. And then the last thing about quality too is the people you're gaming with. Have you guys ever went into a stream and they're in a Discord call with like 6 or 7 people and you can't even hear the game or what the guy is talking because there's 10 other people having a conversation? They're here to watch you. They're not there to hear 6 people talking about their breakfast they had in the Discord, right? Sometimes it is. If you're having a conversation with people, that's different. But if you're talking, if you're gaming and stuff like that, right? Nobody wants to hear 10 other people talking. It's just chaos. It's too much noise. So I would recommend putting on push to talk and toggle mute. And if you're not talking to those people directly and that information isn't directly associated with your game, you should be muted out. If there's one thing I want you guys to take away from today, one of the biggest things is Twitch is full of fucking assholes. All right. I am not the arbiter of truth. I am not the arbiter of this person deserves this and doesn't deserve that. It's all perspective, right? It's all perspective. But there's a lot of people on Twitch where I'm like, how the fuck do you got 5,000 people watching you? How, right? And we've all been there. We've all been there. We've all seen it, right? The thing is, do you want to be another asshole on Twitch, or do you want to be someone that's actually has something to offer, right? Now I'm not trying to, you don't have to be an angel, right? But don't be we don't need no more dicks. Be a good person. Be kind, right? Do the right thing. It's called integrity, right? So, yeah, I guess figure out what you want and what you want to be and what you want to put out there. So, I will open up to questions. I think like I said, I hit all the categories. Anybody have any questions? Camera, microphone, Sarge, what do you think about this? People are always asking for Sarge. You got any tips for a small streamer? Here's your chance. I literally given you the floor. Yeah, no, J-Rod, I'll get back to your question, brother. I got you. Let me do social media real quick, because that's really, 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 really important. Like, super important, all right? Social media, guys. If you are a Twitch streamer, I want you to think about this. Yeah, so King Pix has got it all figured out, guys. So if you guys don't know who King Pix is, look right above. This guy is famous on social media. And he's just starting off on Twitch. So his socials are up here. His Twitch is here, but soon it's going to do this. It's going to do this. And I'm trying to boost him up because he's helping me on socials too, all right? Social media, if you are a Twitch streamer, that's your bread and butter. Think about this. A gas funnel. You know what's a funnel? Social medias are a funnel. Instagram, TikTok, all those things are a funnel to your Twitch or to whatever your streaming platform is, right? That's your money maker, and those are a funnel, right? If you want to grow, you got to give yourself best chance possible, right? We talked about category, we talked about attitude, we talked about all those things, right? We're doing the best you can to help yourself grow, right? If you truly want to have the best chance, social media is so fucking important. And I have failed in this. You need to be making posts multiple times a week. Multiple times a week. It is not difficult. You don't even have to edit shit. The Twitch has a thing where you can literally download it in the horizontal platform with your picture, and you can upload it straight to your fucking YouTube, straight to the Instagram. They make it easy. So there's no excuse, right? There's no excuse. You can post it across the board. My social medias are suffering because of this. They don't like guns. They don't. You need to be posting across the board. Find your best clips, and it's going to be tough because finding your best clip is challenging sometimes, right? Because sometimes you're like, this clip is fucking mint, and you upload it and nothing happens, right? So there's all these different ways to look at it with hashtags, your thumbnail, all that kind of stuff. Post your best stuff you got. Post it as consistently as you can, multiple times a week across all platforms. And then there's one last thing I got for you guys. This one's a banger. YouTube is full of YouTube channels that are compilation videos. Streamers raging, streamers reacting, streamers gaming on TikToks or whatever. It's full of them. And those guys need content. They need content. You need to take your best clips. I'm not talking about you need to be like, this is a good clip. You need to step outside, set your biases aside, be able to step back and look at your clip and be like, is this good? If you got a good one and you think it's got a good chance, send it to one of those YouTubers. They take them. You guys ever heard of GameSprout? They got like 2 million subscribers. I've been on GameSprout like 15 times. Each video I've been on had like 400,000 to 500,000 views. Some had 1 million. That's free fucking advertisement. 400,000 to 500,000 people saw me on that YouTube video. I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. Look at that guy. Let me go check him out. That clip was funny. Free advertisement. Should I get actual cameras or get cell phones for cameras? So cell phones, they look pretty damn good. You want to make sure it doesn't overheat. I mean, if the quality's good, brother, and it looks good, rock a cell phone camera, homie. Otherwise, like I said, you can get decent cameras for a good price. You don't have to go crazy. All right, let me go back, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hang out different platforms as well. Clip doesn't work on one. It doesn't mean it's a dud. Exactly. Dragonoff is correct. I've had videos on Instagram get a million views, and on TikTok it gets 500. TikTok fucking hates me. So I'm hoping one day be able to afford to get a stream deck and some of the, but I'm like, yeah, that'd be good, Sniper. Yeah, stream decks are good. Also too, if you have a keyboard, you can program your keyboard to be a stream deck. The keypads right here, you can hotkey all these bad boys right here. So I have a dual PC setup, by the way. On a single PC, this might be a little tricky, but my dual PC setup, I can program all these to be a stream deck. So question, so if raiding the bigger fish isn't a viable option for exposure, what would you, great way to get that exposure within the confines of Twitch games that you are streaming? This is something that you're gonna experience, noob. If you raid somebody bigger than you, there is a chance that they're gonna be kind. That raid that you raided to them, which again, might have worked out if it was me, right? If you raided me, it would have worked out, right? You would have got a follow and then you would have built a connection. But that other person might have been a waste. So maybe if you have somebody in your stream to vet people in advance, like it seems like a really nice guy, he'd be a good raid, right? Yeah, you take a chance, raid some bigger people. But again, people smaller than you or your size are generally more thankful and receptive. So yeah, I mean, you do you, bro. Experiment, see what works for you. But I would recommend people smaller than you and around your size, and build those connections, work those communities. If somebody's not going to give you a minute of their time, don't waste your time, bro. Especially if you're sending if you're sending 30 people their way and they're not going to thank you. Oh, fuck them. No, absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. I have thanked a 2-person raid. I thank every raid, man. If they're not going to give you time, screw them. Go to somebody else. This community, noob. So all these things I'm saying, this community is full of fucking streamers. Tin Man, King Pix, I can go up through the list. Drew, there's so many streamers in here, man. Bubble Easy, Die, all these people will raid you back. You raid them, they will 100% raid you back. As long as you're not like a toxic asshole, right? And there's somebody that they can mesh with, but full of good streamers in here, man. So this is a great place to network. I recommend checking out some of these guys and popping into their streams and like, hey man, I was in that Sergeant Heine's stream talk the other day. I saw that you were a streamer, wanted to come check you out. This. Oh, I see you're playing Helldivers too. You mind if I squad up? Sure, let's go, you know? Fuck it. Again, when you do become successful, which so many of you guys in here are going to, do not pull the fucking ladder up behind you. Okay, don't climb to the top of the ladder and then lift it up and say bye. Twitch is full of people like that, man. Stay humble. Remember where the fuck you came from. You started off with no viewers too. We're all trying to remember how difficult it was for you to grow. Remember where you fucking came from. Take care of the people around you, and if you do, they'll take care of you. Hey, remember guys, today, everything I told you was not a recipe for success. It was the best chance at success. There is no do this, you're good. If it was, Twitch would be full of fucking people flying, right? There's no guarantees. There isn't. There's nothing. You guys, you know, this entire thing could end tomorrow. If every single person here stopped watching, I'd be fucked. If everybody stopped, I'd be fucked. There's no guarantees here. You do what you can to give yourself the best chance you get, right? And to keep it going. And that's it. So learn from your mistakes, try to do the right thing, try to be a good person, and just keep moving forward.